they would know how many about how many sandwiches they would have to sell, and about how much money they had to make every day. Their system is decentralized completely. There's no central database that all the stores can access. There's no central database that all the employees can access to see files. Everything is on their home website. And like Eric said, that they have any information they want to share, they either have to fax to each other, or they send through email, or basically by phone call and writing down on paper and stuff.
Orders 5 forces. The buyer power, Jimmy John's has reduced this by having speedy deliveries, offering a unique sandwich. They do have a high supplier power. They only have really 2 suppliers. The threat of substitute products is high. There's Subway, Quiznos. Threat for new entries is low because there are so many sub places. You've got Jimmy John's, Subway, Quiznos, Pizza Hut, and rivalry among existing competitors is fierce. But Jimmy John's sets themselves apart from everybody by having speedy deliveries, a unique sandwich.
There's 4 main components in the supply chain management, and Jimmy John's has the strategy to meet customer demand by providing their customers with the best gourmet sandwiches made with only the best products available. They have 2 partners, Cisco and Ferris Produce, which provide all their meats and vegetables. And then their headquarters produces and delivers their cookies and chips and any kind of dessert that they have in their restaurants. Their operation is forming schedules with their suppliers on when to deliver their products on a day-to-day basis. And their logistics, if any delivery was made with the wrong food, or if their food was spoiled when it came to their stores, they can figure that out with their suppliers. And that is just a diagram of how their supply chain management flows throughout the company.
Customer relationship management, they are able to keep a strong relationship with its customers, even with no formal management system in place. And they have the capability to improve by implementing a CRM strategy. And if they did, they would need to understand the customers and what they need to meet for future strategy or future goals. And then Jimmy John's does have a loyalty program. They have a card punch system where after so many subs you get to earn a free one.
Okay, well, for the organizational information, everything is pretty much very outdated. The register, the people, managers, basically write down every little bit of information of what the customers order, and they keep all the receipts. So they type in the computer everything that's written down. Which produces, the computers produce the analytical information, which includes statistics, the sales projections, the trends, and the ability for future growth.
Okay, and then for e-business, Jimmy John's is obviously a brick and mortar business because they operate both in the physical store and on the internet. Customers are able to order food in stores or online, and they can either do it for pickup or for delivery in both cases. Customers can also order Jimmy John's gear online, which is t-shirts and hats, and they have funny logos on them. One's Sub So Fast You'll Freak, because they focus so much on their delivery services, and the other's No Shirt, No Shoes, No Worries, which is you see a lot on their buildings too. Online offers the purchase of gift cards, which I thought was kind of unique because you don't just have to go to the store to get gift cards. You could just legit sit at home and click $20 gift card and probably mail it to the person for Christmas. Jimmy John's is a business to consumer type of e-business because obviously it sells the products to its customers. And then online when you order things, there is a security system in place for like your credit card numbers and stuff like we've talked in class, not to be confused with not having security system in the actual store at Washington Square. And like everybody's talked about too, I just want to point out that we're just talking about the one at Washington Square. All Jimmy John's are different. It just depends on the franchise owner on how everything is run in the actual store. So the one we chose is obviously a lot more outdated than even the other one in Canton or the one in Alliance.
So, the Jimmy John's that we did obviously has a lot of areas that they can improve on to make their business better. But the technology just depends on the owner and how much they're willing to invest into their store. So the things that we recommended for them to do was to invest in registers with a computer software program that will allow them to enter all their transactions and information, and then it can automatically be sent to the head computer in the back so they can further do more processes or find out more information that they need. And we do believe that they should invest in a caller ID system because it can help improve their customer relationship management. They can keep track of their customer preferences, how frequently they're purchasing items, how recently they do, and how much money they're spending when they do purchase. And since businesses are being more focused on consumer, we said they should create a relational database model in their software programs to be able to view all their customer information, and it would help them get to know their customers more personally. And from all of this, they'll be able to create marketing campaigns and sales promotions that are more tailored to their specific customers. And improving on all these areas will help speed up their business and improve their efficiency.
The Washington Square one that was any like the other Jimmy John's nearby, and if like they're all like he runs those the same as he does the one at the Washington Square one.
Yes, he owns the one in Alliance, and they said it's pretty much run the same. But then they also compare themselves a lot to the one down in, like by Belden Village Mall in Canton, and that one seems like it's much more sophisticated. What we got from the manager said that the owner pretty much just doesn't want to put the money into the stores. Although we think that if he did put the money in, he would get it back because he'd know more about his customers and stuff. Like I know personally, I order from the one in Canton quite often because I work at the mall, and like when I call, they already know who I am and pretty much what I'm gonna order. As when I go into like the one across the street, they have no idea.
Now, what kind of reward systems do they have for their customers for the ones that are the most loyal to their stores?
Like Kyler said, they have a punch card.
Okay.
I'm not sure how they give them out because I know at the one across the street I've never gotten one, but I know friends who have. So I think it's maybe by like recognizing you, they pass them out. But I know like the one in Canton, they know me. I do have one there. So, but you can use it at any of them. Like it doesn't have to be just specifically for the one store.
Is there first of all, very good job. Is there a problem that you guys were able to solve for these guys, or was there because one part of the assignment, I mean, a major bulk of the assignment was to get an idea of what their IT infrastructure was, but then hopefully to solve some sort of problem for them. And perhaps you did. I mean, it's not clear. Was there a problem or some sort of identified deficiency that, they stated, oh, we need to take care of this, or?
I mean, other than the fact that how outdated their software is, I mean, our recommendations to them was basically invest in a software program that they can have in their registers, buy new registers, buy a whole new software program so that they don't have to enter all their transactions twice. All their transactions
that would be a clear problem.
Yeah, because it'll save them time, plus by getting to know their customers better in the area. Like,
Sure.
Obviously, they're only doing the North Canton area, it's not like they're trying to figure out the
Sure.
whole United States, since there's so many franchises.
Do they do that just for the phone orders, or do they do that for the people that walk in to
Do what?
write it down?
Well, for the ones that walk in, the registers are like a big calculator, that's how they explain it to us, like, he just pushes like number 5, and that's it. But then, yeah, they have like a receipt printout, like if you think of like the old calculators that have their receipts that come out, that's what they file, and then they have to re-enter all of that at the end of the night, so it's like a long process.
I like the recommendation. I think that's a good problem the more I think about it. Were you guys able to research some solutions for them in terms of making actual recommendations in terms of what they should go with, or?
You mean like specific software?
Yeah, yeah,
I mean, no, we didn't look into it in that much depth, but.
Okay. That might be something you might want to add for your paper, that go beyond just, well, you don't have software, you need software. Well, here are the top 3 vendors that provide software for sandwich shops. Or
Okay.
here's what Subway uses, that kind of thing.
What kind of cash registers do they have at the moment? Are they touch screens or?
They're just like a little screen, and then it's like just a bunch of buttons, and then you just click the one button. There's just 2 of them on the board.
Tyler, you said the threat of new entrants is low.
Yeah.
Could you explain that again?
Well, there's, like, you got, Quiznos, Subway, and then if you think about it, Pizza Hut, all the little pizza shops that offer subs as well. It's just harder for a new company to try to come in and compete with all that, because there is too many existing. Like the pizza shops do not do as well because they're not as big and they can't make as many.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. Actually, I don't want to dominate all the questions. I do like how you guys incorporated the concepts throughout the semester into the presentation. That was a lot of stuff. And I don't want the rest of you guys to think that that's what you have to do, that's the model. I'm just gonna ask this question because you brought it up. So with the supply chain management process, you guys created a flow chart. Was there, is there a system that the franchise uses, or is there a supply chain? You were talking about if deliveries are slow or they're not delivered on time. How do they know that, other than the fact that it just didn't come? Is there any way for them to know that?
I think it just depends on what they need each day in their store.
Okay.
He said, the one manager we talked to, he said they usually get deliveries every day for their meat and stuff.
Okay.
So I think it just,
So the produce they get pretty frequently, but for their paper products, it would be more
whenever they need it.
interesting. Just in time inventory, okay. And then the next question was, what did you mean by there's no security system in the store?
What I meant is that like everybody, like if there is any other person that is not an employee from the company, they could access the computers that are there. There's no like any passcode or anything that would actually, don't allow them to enter into the system that they have. As I was previously saying, they don't have an internet communication network, so if they want to send their financial information to the headquarters so they can do all the financial accounting, they pretty much do it by typing it on Excel sheets, and they send that information either by faxing it, which is not a very secure source of sending it. So there's not any security, even for the financial information. So
Interesting. Any other questions? All right, good job. Well done.